They seem more excited about Tucker Carlson than Gavin Newsom, right? Oh, shit, bro. Dude, they're excited for Tucker fucking Carlson. What the fuck is going on? They're selling Tucker Carlson to a progressive audience. Dude, kill me now, bro. Dude, both of them need to be ejected from the train, guys. This is pure insanity.
Look, just seeing, but one of the main reasons why I decided to go on his podcast is because I'm curious about him, right? Like, we see him in the media, we hear what he has to say, but it's entirely different to get to experience it for yourself. And he lives in rural Maine. It is as rural as it gets. He employs locals. He lives pretty modestly considering how unbelievably wealthy he is. I mean, not only was his biological mother wealthy, his adoptive mother was also incredibly wealthy, you know, an heir to the Swanson fortune. And he lives in a rural part of the country in a modest home. Like, it just, you would expect him to live in like a mega mansion in Beverly Hills or something, but that's not the case, which I thought was interesting. Now, but putting that aside, after we did the episode, you know, just like any other show, his team clipped out specific videos from our conversation. And one of the videos that got published is the following. Let's take a look at a graphic. This is what the thumbnail looks like. It quotes me, he is going to run, right? Because I said that I think he's gonna run. And I wanted to watch it and see, you know, if there was any editing in it.
This is brutal to watch right here.
They did include a clip from his Turning Point USA speech in the context of this clip. So
yeah, dude, he owns multiple million-dollar homes, right? He lives, oh my God, he lives modestly, guys. He lives so modestly down on Gasparilla Island, right? All white people, right? Oh,
I want you to take a look at it so you know what I'm talking about.
The speech you gave at Turning Point, you said a few things in there that I might not agree with, but like the overall message was so courageous, and I never thought in a million years I would hear it at a conservative conference. Never.
At some point, I want to look around and see a better country. I want to see a country I recognize. I don't want to see people sleeping on the sidewalk. I don't see people ODing on drugs. I want to know where those drugs coming from. Why can't you stop it? You've got the US military. Don't you have SEAL Team 6? Like, what are they doing today?
Dude, what an idiot, bro. What a fundamental lack of understanding about what drug addiction is, to think the military can just stop the drugs. Like, dude, this guy, right? It's like, I'm sorry, Tucker Carlson, you're not able to even begin to fix the drug issue because you don't even understand it, right? You're like, oh, why can't we throw some might around? And what he said, I don't want to see homeless people on the street. He's worried about seeing it. Yes, I don't want to see this. I'm so burdened by seeing it. It's like, well, hey, man, how about if you actually want to do the work of like injecting compassion and values of compassion and empathy into the fucking society so we actually help those people, right? He just doesn't want to see it, right? Oh, yeah, I don't want to see it. Yeah, great, Tucker.
Don't you have Delta Force? You could give me another segment about how impressive the US military is? I believe you. Why aren't they employed to make my country better? Why are my cities disgusting? I don't even want to go there. It smells like weed and halal food.
Dude, right there, it smells like weed and halal food. Like, dude, what is halal food? Nice little bit of Islamophobia and racism right out in the middle of your fucking, you know what I mean? Like, what? And dude, TYT is like, this is great. They're like excited about this. Fuck you, Anna. Fuck you, Cenk Uygur, you fucking pieces of shit. Goddamn, bro. This is like unfucking believable. By the way, halal food is awesome. Okay? It's better than your whatever, your American hamburger or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We walk in and your fucking wood house, your Leatherface house with the weird poodle pictures smells like turkey pot pie. And fucking depends, you fucking idiot. Jesus.
And you're lecturing me about how it's a great moral victory that I kicked the boys off the girls' soccer team? Good, I'm so glad. But let's do the real stuff, like making New York livable. And create an economy where my kids can have kids. How about this? How about we just make the measure really super simple? Can my children have without the benefit of like the great luck I have had, can they have a roughly approximate life that I had?
Dude, fuck you, Tucker, because first off, your kids are never going to struggle. Like, this is so disingenuous. Oh, our kids, he's like, our kids. Like, fuck you, Tucker. Your kids aren't going to fucking struggle. Nobody in your family's struggling. You Swanson food fucking silver spoon motherfucker. Like, fuck off, bro. Don't even lecture me about our kids. You don't know what it's like to struggle, Tucker. You've never struggled, right? Dude, Jesus.
Or how about just a middle-class life?
You know, the kind of speech that you gave wouldn't have happened 5 years ago.
What provoked him to give that speech? That specific
Dude, that speech was horribly racist. Dude, that speech was horribly racist. Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And by the way, I like the smell of halal food. Like, I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
So
She's like, I like the smell of halal food. She's like, I don't mind it. She's like, I don't mind the smell of halal food. She's like, we're going to just ignore the racism, but I'm just going to go in there and say, I don't mind the smell of halal food. She's like, I don't mind the smell of like Middle Eastern people or whatever. What the fuck is she doing, bro? Yeah, the transphobic shit, kick the boys out of girls' sports. There are no boys playing girls' sports, god damn it. We need to break that bullshit barrier. There are no boys playing in girls' sports. Nobody wants boys in girls' sports. You fucking clowns. Quit saying that
look,
shit.
that's where he's populist right wing, right? He
Yes,
says obnoxious things like the smell of halal food, like as if that's some sort of terrible thing, right?
He says something obnoxious like the smell of halal food. I thought you were a Muslim, Cenk. Are you not pissed that he's being racist? Oh no, you don't care about racism, right? Because he's promising you some anti-Israel sentiment that's getting your little 2-inch pee-pee all like engorged. Dude,
but if you notice, he also did say minimize trans issues. So that's him powering down on the culture wars. Because it's not like he hasn't powered up. I mean, it's not like he's not the one that did the M&M segments and a million other segments, right? So, and when in the conversation with Anna, he said many times that he had apologized for some of his past positions. I don't know which positions. I don't know which ones.
He has. In researching and listening to episode after episode of his podcast, he does denounce himself on specific things that he has said in the past that he regrets.
The thing about this, though, is he's denounced the things he said. He regrets saying things. But my question is, does he still believe those things, right? Because there's a difference in, sure, you regret saying shit, okay, because you're whatever, you're stirring the pot, you're grifting. But do you still believe that replacement theory shit? Do you still believe that fucking Swanson family, wealthy hierarchy fucking bullshit? That higher power called you to run for president nonsense. You know what I mean? He regrets saying shit because it's like gonna haunt him. But who cares about the regret about saying something? What do you believe, right? Because I don't think he believes anything different than he ever did.
He is breaking the mythology that both mainstream media, which same mythology we break from the left, like Israel's, again, I'll use Israel first and then the corporate guys. Israel's our special ally. Anyone who criticizes him is an anti-Semite and a hateful person. And we all owe them another $300 billion. They owe us nothing, et cetera, et cetera. And like all of this propaganda that everybody in Washington takes as a given, it's not a given, it's all lies. So now that we're smashing it from both sides, it's in a little bit of trouble. On the corporate stuff, the reason why Anna said I've never seen a Republican give a speech like that, sure on Israel, but both parties suck on Israel, right? But when you're talking about,
dude, this is disgusting to watch. I mean, there's one thing I will say, okay, that like for whatever, I will say that Tucker is openly racist enough to possibly end up being their candidate, okay? That is like the more openly racist you are, the better chance of your survival in the modern day Republican Party. And Tucker is about as racist as they come, right? As we saw just in his little speech. Now, these guys don't care about racism anymore, okay? Because they're racist too. I mean, let's not mince words. Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian are both deeply racist, okay? What went on with Kamala Harris in this election, clear as day. You could talk to Pastor Ben or Mondale Robinson, they would fucking confirm it, okay? 100% these two are racist, okay? And now they're like transphobic too. You know what I mean? And they're moving into that whole law and order space, which is why they're just like, oh, I like the smell of halal. Oh, it's right. They're acting as though the smell of halal is really what Tucker was talking about and not an incredibly racist dog whistle, an Islamophobic dog whistle. Like, these guys are disgusting now. Like Anna and Cenk, they have literally reached total disgust level. Right? They've probably been that way the whole time. I didn't notice that because I never paid these guys any mind. You know, I mean, for me, not to sound like a dick, but for me, Cenk Uygur just has never had enough charisma for me to ever watch him. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I could watch this guy and connect with him because he is the least charismatic human being on the planet, bro. He used to use transgenders as an insult. No. Oh, see, that's so dirty, right? So he's been belittling them the whole time. Yeah, that's fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dude, all I can say is I don't think there's a transgender person around who would this nasty motherfucker. Like, Cenk would be lucky for a transgender person to give him the time of day. I think they'd all be like, ew, right? They'd rather go fuck a bedpost or some shit. You know what's crazy though, guys? Is if we had a 2028 that was Gavin Newsom versus Tucker Carlson, they would be shilling for,
we get rid of
for Tucker Carlson. Bro, like, that is the writing that's on the wall. Dude, don't get me wrong. I don't love Gavin Newsom, but like, my God, I would rather have Gavin Newsom 100,000 times over Tucker Carlson. But dude, they are bottoming out. Okay. They are bottoming the fuck out. It is like rock bottom.
So there's a lot of people with tons of baggage. Can Tucker afford mansions? Well, of course he can. He could afford 8 mansions, right? Mm-hmm. He's living in rural Maine, either because he wants to, or that is what I would do if I was going to run for Republican primary in 2028, right?
As a populist.
As a populist, right?
Yep.
So whether you believe him or not, he has figured out what the right problems are, not necessarily the right solutions, but the right problems, right? And he has figured out that populism is the correct path.
Dude, populism. They're calling Tucker Carlson a populist. Like, dude, racist people can't be populists. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. When you are racist and you believe in the replacement theory and you are transphobic, you are not populist by nature. The first requirement of a populist is that you are including everyone. There's no out group, okay? You fucking clowns. If there's an out group, if there's a group of people you're not represented, a group of people that you're halal fooding or whatever, you are not a populist. Populism isn't just simply like approved by Shanky Uygur. You fucking morons. Goddamn, bro.
So if you're worried about Tucker, then you should be doubly worried, right?
Because he's also incredibly smart. You know, say what you will about him, he is smart, he is strategic, and
And Anna's like, and his knob was so easy to polish. I love it. I can't wait to go polish it again in rural Maine. I'm gonna fucking, I'm gonna take my special jaw detacher with me the next time I go to the polish. So I can just take the whole lower half of Tucker.
For the left, I mean, you look at the landscape on the Democratic side.
Oh, here we go.
And I'm just gonna be honest, the names that are popping up do not inspire much confidence. And that, I mean, the left should be worried about that.
She's not like Tucker. Dude, the names that are popping up on the left don't inspire any confidence like Tucker.
I mean, who's gonna run in 2028?
Yeah. So guys, this is why I keep telling you got to join the rebellion. You got to make sure those rebellion pack candidates win,
dude,
so we can win.
You got to join the rebellion to support Tucker Carlson. Bro, dude, I'm serious. We've watched a lot of this shit, guys. Okay, I know we've watched them. We've punked them for their outrageous takes and their racism and their transphobia. But I literally feel like I am living in the upside down right now because I have never seen them just openly shilling for a racist replacement theory candidate as though they're like hoping he runs so they can literally put everything behind him, giving him some crazy tag as a populist. It's like, how much did he pay them? Is this part of Tucker's campaign? Is he buying up the shady media? Is he going to buy up PBD and Lindy Lee? Right? You know what I'm saying? Is he like buying up like anti-democratic media? We know he's got the money for it. We know he could buy them up, down, and sideways. Easy. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.